Next, Minnie Mouse helps a nerd become hip with the aid of Elton John and Suzanne Summers in Disney's Totally Minnie, followed by Winnie the Pooh and A Day for Eeyore. After that, there's action and adventure on Danger Bay, tonight on the Disney Channel. And now, a Disney Channel special presentation. The following presentation is closed caption for the hearing impaired.
And now, a hip and happening Minnie Mouse in her new special, Totally Minnie. It's got hot stars, cool music, and hip dogs. It's funny. It's heartwarming. It's exciting. So don't change that channel, because it's...
Mouse, totally Minnie. Oh, yeah. Totally Minnie Mouse, totally Minnie.
Dean Jones and Suzanne Pleshette star in Walt Disney's canine comedy, The Ugly Dachshund. From the creator of Star Wars, the incredible adventures of one small girl and her faithful companion.
You're my best friend.
Ewoks, The Battle for Endor. Coming soon, an exclusive Disney Channel series.
The city of St. Canard is home to 1,000 criminals, but not one dares make a move. For this city has a shadowy guardian who hunts them like a phantom in the darkness. I am that guardian. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the winged scourge that pecks at your nightmares. I am Darkwing Duck.
Daring duck of mystery, champion of right, swoops out of the shadows. Darkwing owns the night. Somewhere some villain schemes, but his numbers up. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you go DW. Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing, Darkwing Duck. Out of smoke and he appears, master of surprise. Who's the cunning mind behind that shadowy disguise? Nobody knows for sure. The bad guys are out of luck. 'Cause here comes Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck.
An all-new series comes to the Disney Channel.
Darkwing Duck.
Premiering May 5th on the magical world of Disney.
Wow, this is special.
One of the most beloved animated films of all time.
You've got it, sweet cakes.
Mermaid off the port bow!
The Little Mermaid.
Under the sea.
A winner of 2 Academy Awards that has already become a Disney classic. Don't miss the world television premiere of the smash hit The Little Mermaid, coming May 5th exclusively to the magical world of Disney. Join us now as the Disney Channel salutes the American teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of the United States, Mrs. Barbara Bush.
It is my pleasure to introduce you to Patty Post, an innovative visual arts teacher in Ventura, California. Miss Post believes it is her job to stimulate the natural creative process in each of her students. And using the visual arts as a vehicle, she inspires her students to believe in themselves.
It was Nathan Oliveira who said, art is a series of recoveries from the first line. You know, you start with that blank piece of paper and you make a mark, and you have to react to that because the whole page changes now. And then you step back and you say, well, does it stay? Does it go? Do I change it? Do I lift it? Do I move it? Do I shift it? And you recover from that decision, and it evolves into other decisions. I think as teachers, sometimes we get so concerned about making it so easy for them that we take some of the magic out. Because the magic only happens when it happens through them. And that only happens when they learn how to get through struggle. Struggle is certainly a part of the creative process. It is just a part of the process. Suffering is not. Suffering's not good for the body. Struggle is. We're celebrating what we've done, so they can look back and say, I know what I can do because I can see what I have done. We are not here to do what has already been done. I have little interest in teaching you what I know. I wish to stimulate you to tell me what you know.
At first people were going, this woman is so weird, she's out of her mind, she has no idea what she's talking about. And then you just start to really love her, and she doesn't always teach you, it's just you learn yourself.
I think we're all lucky to have her. I mean, really lucky. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have her as a teacher.
She made me realize that you need to be happy with what you have and learn how to make the most out of what you have. I don't know what that has to do with art, but
This is important stuff. 45 seconds to pull it, to make it real, to give it life, to make it belong to you. Right or wrong, good or bad, none of that matters. None of that even exists. What exists is what feels like needs to go down right now. What matters is that you make a decision, one way or another. What matters is that you paint. There are several gifts that the arts have to teach. And one of them is coming back into a dialogue with oneself, coming back in touch with who I am. And to a teenager, that's very important. They go through phases where they're not sure where they belong and how they feel about themselves. So that, I think it's a wonderful self-esteem program. It's the best self-esteem program in the world. And it comes from you, from how you see, from what's interesting to you. Each one of these will be a little different because each one of you is interested in something different, intuitively interested in something different.
She got Leah to look at other things the same way. In her writing skills have totally improved, just in relationship to how Patty's gotten her to look at art. It isn't just a thing on the page, it's the whole that she's after. The whole picture, I guess I should say.
You will not! Be gone, I say!
What is it, child? Girls, what do you think?
Patty came to me one day and said, wouldn't it be nice to have the kids who are doing the play do some of the scenes as inspiration, I guess you could say, for the artists. And that was what we saw happen in the Crucible.
Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
The Crucible was interesting material for us to work with because it dealt with not just the Salem witch trials, but contemporary issues as well, accusations, being innocently accused in some cases of something that wasn't true.
Oh, Mary, please, don't! Don't! She's walking the beam! Look out! She's coming down!
So those were powerful emotions. And artists are interested in those kinds of places for things to start because they touch back into the human experience and they provoke response. More and more in the schools we talk about providing students with cultural experiences. Okay? And Patty Post is a cultural experience because the creative process isn't something that she has read about and is coming into a room to teach people. It's something that she lives every day. I want my kids to leave that classroom believing in the magic that they can create. But there's an empty palette out there, and that every single one of us has a gift. It's the creative process, and that process can be taken to any subject area if you believe in letting go. So now they come back and they say, hey, I miss you. It was great, but I'm making my own magic wherever I go. And if that can happen, then it's been a wonderful time.
Next, Eeyore thinks no one remembers his birthday in the animated tale of Winnie the Pooh and a Day for Eeyore. After that, there's action and adventure on Danger Bay. Then Dean Jones and Yvette Mimieux star in the Disney comedy Monkeys Go Home. Tonight on the Disney Channel.
They're out of this world. They're invading your space. So hang on for the shock of your life.
That's no monkey, that's my dad.
Can no one stop them before they swing into action?
What will become of us when your monkey army takes over?
There's just no escaping when the Disney Channel goes ape all month long with March Monkey Mania. Presenting 5 films showcasing the best in monkey mayhem. Tune in if you dare. It's an all-new Disney animated series coming exclusively to the Disney Channel.
Swoops out of the shadows, Darkwing owns the night. Somewhere some villain schemes, but his numbers up. Darkwing, Dark. When there's trouble, you won't keep double. Darkwing, Dark.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing, Dark. Darkwing, Darkwing, Dark. How the smoke and reappears, master of surprise. Who's the cunning mind behind that shadowy disguise? Nobody knows for sure. The bad guys are out of luck. 'Cause here comes Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you won't keep double. Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Don't miss the special sneak preview on March 31st at 5:30 p.m. Only on the Disney Channel. The following presentation is closed caption for the hearing impaired. Next, join Grant, Nicole, Jonah, and JL for action and adventure on Danger Bay. After that, Dean Jones, Yvette Mimieux, and Marie Chevalier star in the Disney comedy Monkeys Go Home. Followed by Clark Gable, Grace Kelly, and Ava Gardner in the African adventure Mogambo. Tonight on the Disney Channel. Brutus is a Great Dane with an even greater identity crisis.
He still thinks he's a dachshund. Brutus, no!
And when man's best friend becomes Suzanne Plechette's worst enemy,
One new bed, $200.
it's Dean Jones who lands in the doghouse.
What about that wrecking crew of yours?
How can you compare those dear, sweet little angels with that big, clumsy house?
In Walt Disney's The Ugly Dachshund. Exclusively on the Disney Channel, Billy Joel delivers a legendary performance in a legendary stadium.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a hot night in the Big Apple, and it's only on the Disney Channel, a world television premiere. Billy Joel live at Yankee Stadium. The highly acclaimed series Avonlea returns this spring for an all-new hit season. And the fun-filled adventures of Sarah Stanley continue.
There is a disgusting fly in your tea. Ew.
There'll be exciting new episodes revealing more of Avonlea's special magic.
This show is shot more like a feature than television, which is what's interesting about it. Nothing else has this kind of richness and attention to detail. That makes it really special.
Action! All right! Picture out!
This season, Avonlea's Emmy nominee Colleen Dewhurst returns as Marilla.
I like her because she has no sentimentality, and thank goodness she has a very good sense of humor.
What are they doing here? They've come to photograph you. I haven't even got my corset on.
Then go put your corset on.
Marilla Cuthbert, you are so used to ordering people around, you should have been a general.
There's a special guest appearance by Peter Coyote.
I play the ex-boyfriend of Hetty King, who took another girl to the dance in 7th grade, and she's never forgiven me for that.
Perhaps now you'll speak to me.
Ah! Hey!
And Madeline Kahn makes a dramatic guest debut as Sarah's cousin, Miss Pigeon Plumtree.
I've played all the most important leading ladies, you know, in the course of my illustrious career.
Plus special guest Michael York stars as Ezekiel.
He's this very kind of fierce man who keeps people at arm's length. But underneath it all, he has this kind of heart of gold.
Get out, girl! You two! Get out!
A real family show with kind of wonderful values, good old-fashioned values where the whole family could sit around and all enjoy it.
I missed you, Papa.
And I missed you, son.
We have a really good time together. We really are like a family.
We are going to have a baby.
It's an all-new season of unforgettable adventures. Join Sarah Stanley and all the special guest stars on Avonlea, premiering Monday, April 8th, exclusively on the Disney Channel. TV's favorite dolphin is back.
Flipper! Where have you been? Sure missed you. They call him Flipper. No one
It's the original movie classic of a dolphin saved by a boy from nature's fury and man's greed to become a legend. Flipper. The following presentation is closed caption for the hearing impaired.